Introducing first, for the Isle of Waikiki, weighing 175 pounds, Tommy Harttt.
Paul Bowe, Tommy Harttt, Luke Lee. What could you tell us about these two competitors?
I can tell you Tommy Harttt, tag team partners with Mark Harttt. As you know very well, Lightning Luke Lee trained at the BCW dojo under the tutelage of Diamond Joe Rogers about a year ago. Young kid from the Wellsboro area. Moved down south for a little bit, but came back home. Thought it was greener pastures, but he's back here in Pennsylvania. And I'll tell you what, this kid has some talent. Looks a lot like the Sith Lord himself, Kylo Ren. But we've seen him before many times. Last time suffering a concussion here, but now he's back.
There's a lot of smoke going on in here, Paul Bowe. This looks like Phil Bravado's farmhouse on a Friday night.
Tommy Harttt playing a little games here. And there it is, a Pearl Harbor job by Tommy Harttt.
Sneak attack, Paul Bowe.
I always say, you don't tug on Superman's cape and you don't turn your back on Tommy Harttt. Tommy Harttt, big whip off the ropes, reversal by Luke Lee, drop down. Went for the leapfrog, successful. Big roll monkey flip by Luke Lee. Talent this kid has. Big arm drag. Tommy Harttt not knowing where he is, and a drop kick knocked him right off his feet. And
I'm impressed by this Luke Lee kid, Paul Bowe.
problem Luke Lee's Achilles heel, has been he moves a little bit too fast. Sometimes he gets ahead of himself, gets caught in a bad predicament, and it's lights up. He's staring up at the lights for a 1-2-3. Game of cat and mouse begins. Tommy Harttt ducks in and misses wildly with an elbow, no one home.
You know, when you come down your funny bone like that, people don't realize how painful that is. When you put everything you have into that elbow and there's no one there.
Hangman's neck breaker by Tommy Harttt. And we talked a little bit before about the head injury suffered a few months ago by Luke Lee, and Tommy Harttt obviously did his homework. Kick right to the side of the temple.
Any injury, any flaw in your physical makeup, it's like a big bullseye in pro wrestling. Especially now that wrestlers can go and look at video on the internet. They can see your past performances, when and where you got hurt. They know exactly where to target.
Big whip off the ropes there, caught him.
Beautifully done. Northern Lights suplex into the bridge for a 2 count. And that is an illegal maneuver, Paulbo. The ref was quick to break that one up. Luke Lee in a bad position here. Tommy Harttt drives the knee into the midsection. Off the ropes. Another knee. Tommy Harttt is just brutalizing Luke Lee right now.
Tommy Harttt put on a couple pounds, and I'm not talking in a bad way. A little bit of muscle mass for Tommy Harttt. He was a lot thinner, but he seems to be getting bigger and bigger. Billed at 175 pounds. Kid's got a lot of talent. He just surrounds himself with the wrong people like Mark Harttt.
Absolutely. I don't know what he was thinking. Out of all the guys, he was the one that said, I'm going to follow him, Paulbo. What's wrong with this guy?
Lots.
The question is, Tommy Harttt, Mark Harttt, when are they going to set their eyes on the true tag team titles?
Well, Mark Hart's been missing a lot of time lately. Not sure what's up with him. I know he suffered a few injuries, but he was back. Now he's conspicuous by his absence here tonight. All Tommy Harttt here. Luke Lee reverses it.
Wow,
beautiful
big flapjack. And he just had a big mouthful of canvas for breakfast there, Paulbo. Both men back to the vertical base. It's Tommy Lee with the advantage. Goes low, wheelbarrow, into the Bulldog.
EJ, a lot of bouncing around here. Very quick match here. What do you see Luke Lee doing here to get the victory?
Paulbo, I don't know what he could do. He has to keep up this offense, this heavy pressure, especially since he has the weight disadvantage here, as you were just saying, about 25 pounds less than his opponent. He needs to keep that high-paced offense and just basically be relentless against Tommy Harttt here.
Luke Lee just floated over. You could see, went for a back press. Tommy Harttt knew exactly where he was, and he got his foot up on the ropes. Lee has him measured. Bow and arrow.
Oh, comes down hard on the back of his neck. No one home.
And a guy like Tommy Harttt, he saw that coming a mile away. Has him up. Full Nelson. Face plant by Harttt. Rolls over, lateral press. It's over. Here is your winner, Tommy Harttt.